Reverend Father Pius George Rathappillil was born on 1st June 1956 to Mr. R.J. Varghese and Mrs. Mary at Kallurkadu, Kerala, Kottamangalam Diocese. He has 6 brothers and 2 sisters. He joined the aspirantate in the year 1968 and completed his novitiate in 1976 at the retreat ERCOD. He made his first profession on 24th May 1976 and studied philosophy at the retreat ERCOD. After his final profession on 24th May 1984, he proceeded for his theological studies at Krisujodi College, Bangalore. Reverend Father Pius was ordained a deacon on 19th March 1987 by Most Reverend Archbishop Kasmir Nyanadikam, and on 2nd January 1988, he was ordained a priest at Kallurkadu, Kerala, by Most Reverend Bishop George. He completed his bachelor degree in mathematics at Sacred Heart College, Tirupattur. Father Pius has rendered his dedicated service in pastoral ministry, education, formation, administration, and missionary work. He served at Don Bosco Tirupattur and Carmel Higher Secondary School, Nagarkoil as teacher, as administrator at Carmel Higher Secondary School, Nagarkoil, Don Bosco Katpadi, Don Bosco Agrotech Polor. He served as a rector at Don Bosco Agrotech Polor. He left for Sri Lanka as a missionary in 2006 and served in the capacity of rector and director at Don Bosco Murungan, Don Bosco Mangulam, Petition Institute, Don Bosco Pallavarayankattu. He is presently leading the mission at Don Bosco Mangulam as a rector since 2021.
It is a privilege. In fact, I consider it a single privilege to thank our mother province, Chennai, in the name of the Salesian province of Sri Lanka, for having given us a great missionary in the person of Father Pius.
My brother is a priest. He was a Montfort brother. Afterwards, he changed over to, he became a diocesan priest belonging to the Diocese of Leeds. And he is also very helpful to me. And his vocation, he's going to then join the Montfort brothers. It was a source of inspiration for me also to join, besides my parents. We are all together 9 in the family. Very holy family according to me. Though we used to fight, so many brothers, but then we are a united group. Looking back, I feel I had been used by God as an instrument. That is what I feel, or what I can say is that the Lord has used me. And without my own knowledge, many times I feel that it's not anybody, it all happened. That for Philip Thail, SDB was a vocation promoter, he came to my school. And I was looking for, I wanted to join a religious congregation. And he happened to come that side, and then he spoke to me about Don Bosco. It is not the picture of Don Bosco or the whatever he spoke, but I simply wanted to join a religious congregation. And then I was admitted by Father Philip Thail. The best moment of my Salesian life was when I realized that I am not all powerful, and that I have to depend on God. And I had to cling on to God for several reasons. It's when I needed somebody, the Lord was there, and that was the most powerful moment in my life. I was in Sagai Thotam, and some of the boys, they ring up to me, and it used to be a big surprise. People who so many years and years back, and they are still remembering me. Then in Murungan, for example, I have helped out a lot of youngsters. At one time, there were about 250 youngsters in Murungan, Don Bosco, that is in Sri Lanka. And some of them, they just ring up. I do not know their names. I don't know. I am not able to remember their faces also now. But somehow, they called me and asked me, "How are you, Father? Do you remember? Do you remember?" These are all moments of joy that we have been helpful to these people, so many people.
Father Pius arrived in Sri Lanka in the year 2006. Since then, he has contributed to our mission in a very big way. And even now, he is giving to the mission his best. He has served as a rector at Murunkat, and now he is serving as a rector of our aspirantate at Mankulam, and he is inspiring so many youngsters.
Something which strikes very much is that I was able to do a lot for the LTT children, those children who were orphaned and they were looked after by the LTT. Immediately after the war, they were brought to Don Bosco Murungan, and I was able to establish rapport with them, which ordinary Salesians were not able to. Young brothers were not able, but somehow I was able to, and I could somehow move with them, and I was able to win their favors. And as a result, most of them are somewhat settled, and that's a big success. So many youngsters, about 80 of them, we are able to look after. One of my models, Salesian models, is for Anthony Mamra, my novice master, who a person who was very kind, very affectionate, and it was, of course, I could cheat him, but he understood my cheating, and we had very good rapport with him.
They're really touched by him, his fatherly care, his concern, his creativity, his energetic, mission-oriented life. So we thank God for this great missionary. We thank his family. We thank our mother province, Chennai, for having given us Father Pius.
Dear Father Pius, I wrote to the provincial to Saint Father Pius to participate in this celebration. The provincial immediately agreed, and he wrote so many qualities about Father Pius. Today we are delighted to felicitate you on the joyous occasion of your golden jubilee of religious profession. We thank God for the gift of 50 years of faithful Salesian life, marked by missionary courage, tireless hard work, and generous service to the poor and the young. Today I have witnessed many past people from Sagai Thotam had come. The Salesian Constitutions reminds us the missionary work as an essential feature of our congregation. Following the example of Christ, the Salesian missionary shares the hopes and anxieties of the people. Article 30. Dear Father Pius, you have lived this missionary vocation with extraordinary generosity, responding wholeheartedly to the call of obedience. You left your homeland to serve the people of Sri Lanka, where for the past 20 years you have been a courageous missionary, especially among the poor and areas scarred by war. Whether as an educator, rector, formator, administrator, or pioneer in establishing the aspirantate at Mangulam, you have always embraced every responsibility with dedication and perseverance. Your love for farming, your practical approach to mission, and your fatherly concern for the poor have made you a true missionary in action, faithfully carrying forward the dream of Don Bosco. Dear Father Pius, on behalf of the Salesian province of St. Thomas the Apostle, Chennai, we thank you for inspiring witness, your missionary zeal, and your generous service to the church. May the Lord bless you abundantly. Thank you, dear Father Pius.